Every single day, 365 days a year, without fail, a locked red leather box arrives at the desk of King Charles III. It follows him from Buckingham Palace to Balmoral, from state visits abroad to quiet weekends at Highgrove. It is a constant, unyielding presence in his life, a tradition stretching back generations. To the outside world, it's a symbol of duty, a piece of regal paraphernalia. But what's inside is one of the most closely guarded secrets of the British state. These are not mere letters or trivial updates. The documents contained within these iconic dispatch boxes represent the very engine of government. They are the raw data of a nation, the intelligence briefings from spies operating in the shadows, the cabinet decisions that will shape millions of lives, and the laws that will define the future of the United Kingdom and 14 other sovereign nations. The monarch's signature on these papers is the final, essential link in a chain of power that stretches back over 1,000 years. For 70 years, Queen Elizabeth II was the silent recipient of these state secrets. Her knowledge of global and national affairs was likely unparalleled, built day by day, document by document. Now that responsibility, that burden, and that immense privilege has passed to her son. King Charles now sees the unvarnished truth of the world, a perspective granted to no other person in his kingdom. So what exactly is inside these boxes? What information crosses the king's desk that the public will never see? We are about to unlock the secrets of the red box, to peel back the layers of tradition and security, and reveal the 10 distinct categories of mysterious documents that the king must read and sign every single week. This is the story of the Crown's most private and powerful ritual. Number 10. The iconic red box itself. Before we delve into the contents, we must first understand the vessel. The red dispatch box is far more than just a briefcase. It is a symbol of the continuity of the monarchy and the state. Each box is handcrafted by the luxury leather goods company Barrow, Hepburn and Gale, which has been providing these containers to the sovereign since the reign of Queen Victoria. The process is meticulous, taking skilled artisans days to complete. The box is constructed from pine, lined with lead to ensure it is watertight, and then covered in the finest strained leather, dyed in the iconic royal red. The security of the box is paramount. It is locked with a unique key that is held by the monarch and their private secretary. The lock itself is positioned at the bottom of the box, a design feature intended to ensure that the box is placed on a desk and opened properly, rather than being casually unlocked on one's lap. For King Charles, his cipher, C3R, is embossed in gold on the lid. This isn't just a container, it's a personal instrument of rule, a physical link between the monarch and the machinery of government he oversees. Its daily arrival is a constant, tangible reminder of the weight of the crown. Number 9. The Daily Government Dispatch. The primary and most voluminous content of the red boxes is the daily torrent of information from His Majesty's government. These are not summaries or news clippings. They are the raw, unfiltered documents that drive the state. This includes the minutes from cabinet meetings, providing the king with a detailed account of the discussions and debates between his senior ministers. He sees their arguments, their points of contention, and the ultimate rationale behind major policy decisions, long before they are polished for public consumption. Beyond cabinet minutes, the boxes are filled with policy papers, departmental reports, and legislative proposals from every corner of Whitehall. Whether it is a new strategy from the Ministry of Defence, a healthcare reform proposal from the Department of Health, or an economic forecast from the Treasury, the documents land on his desk. This is the foundation of the monarch's constitutional role, as defined by the Victorian constitutionalist Walter Bagehot: the right to be consulted, the right to encourage, and the right to warn. To fulfill this duty, the king must be one of the best informed individuals in the country and these daily dispatches ensure he is. The sheer volume represents a relentless commitment to staying abreast of the nation's business. Number 8. Papers from the Commonwealth realms. A common misconception is that the British monarch's duties are confined to the United Kingdom. In reality, King Charles III is the head of state for 14 other independent countries, known as the Commonwealth realms. These include nations as vast as Canada and Australia, and as small as Tuvalu and St. Kitts and Nevis. The red boxes reflect this global responsibility, containing vital documents from each of these realms that require his attention or formal approval. These papers are sent by the Governors-General, who act as the King's representatives in each realm. They can include legislation passed by the parliaments of those nations that requires royal assent, orders in council, and commissions for senior government officials, judges, and military officers. For example, a document appointing a new High Court judge in Jamaica or approving a new ambassador for New Zealand would be prepared in that country and sent to London to be placed in the red box for the King's signature. This intricate paper trail serves as a constant reminder that the Crown is not just a British institution, but a multinational one, connecting diverse peoples and governments across the globe through a shared, symbolic head of state. Number 7. Top secret intelligence briefings. Perhaps the most secret and sensitive documents in the red boxes are the intelligence briefings. The King receives regular updates from the United Kingdom's intelligence agencies, the Secret Intelligence Service, MI6, the Security Service, MI5, and the Government Communications Headquarters, GCHQ. These reports provide a level of insight into global events, terrorist threats, and national security issues that is available to only a handful of people in the entire country, including the Prime Minister. These briefings are not speculative. They contain classified information on covert operations, analyses of foreign governments' intentions, and assessments of potential threats to the UK and its allies. The King is kept informed about everything from counter-espionage activities within the UK to the political stability of volatile regions around the world. This flow of information is crucial for his weekly audiences with the Prime Minister, allowing him to ask informed and challenging questions. While he has no executive power to direct the intelligence services, his role as a confidential sounding board for the head of government is strengthened by this privileged access to the nation's deepest secrets. Number 6. The finality of Royal Assent. Every law passed in the United Kingdom must receive Royal Assent before it can take effect. This is the final, crucial stage in the legislative process, and the physical documents authorising it are a key component of the red boxes. After a bill has been debated and passed by both the House of Commons and the House of Lords, it is presented to the monarch for their formal approval. The King signifies this assent by signing what are known as letters patent, which are then announced to Parliament. While the refusal of royal assent is now considered constitutionally unthinkable, the last time it happened was in 1708 by Queen Anne, the paperwork remains a fundamental part of the process. It symbolises the monarch's role as the ultimate source of legal authority, even if that authority is now exercised on the advice of Parliament. The documents in the red box represent the culmination of months, sometimes years, of political debate and public discussion. The King's signature is the quiet, formal act that transforms a contentious political proposal into the binding law of the land, a testament to the enduring fusion of monarchy and democracy. Number 5. Military and state appointments. As head of the armed forces, King Charles plays a significant ceremonial and constitutional role in the military. The red boxes frequently contain documents related to this responsibility, specifically the commissions for officers in the Royal Navy, British Army, and Royal Air Force. Every officer, from a newly commissioned second lieutenant to a 5-star field marshal, technically derives their authority from the monarch. The physical commission document, or Queen's Commission under Elizabeth II, is a formal instrument that requires the sovereign's approval. Beyond military commissions, the boxes also contain papers for a wide range of other state appointments. This can include the appointment of senior civil servants, diplomats, and other public officials who are formally appointed by the Crown. While these appointments are made on the advice of government ministers, the King's signature is the act that formalises them. This paperwork underscores the monarch's position as the fount of honour and the symbolic head of the state's administrative apparatus. It is a weekly ritual that connects the king directly to the individuals who serve the nation in his name. Number 4. Matters of the Church of England. One of the most unique and ancient roles of the British monarch is that of Supreme Governor of the Church of England. This title, first held by Henry VIII, places the king in a position of authority over the established church. This responsibility is not merely symbolic. It generates a steady stream of documents that arrive in the red boxes for his consideration and signature. The most significant of these relate to the appointment of senior clergy. When a new archbishop, bishop or dean is to be appointed, the process involves the church, the prime minister and the monarch. The Crown Nominations Commission of the Church proposes candidates. The Prime Minister advises the sovereign on whom to select, and the King gives the final approval. The formal documents making these appointments are prepared for his signature. This means the King is personally involved in the leadership of the national church. It is a powerful reminder of the deep historical intertwining of Crown, Church and State in the United Kingdom, a constitutional arrangement that has no parallel in most modern democracies. Number 3. Petitions and public correspondence. While the majority of the red box's contents are official state papers, they also serve as a channel for communication from the public to the monarch. The King receives thousands of letters every year from ordinary citizens across the UK and the Commonwealth. While his correspondence office handles the vast majority, certain letters of particular significance or formal petitions are brought to his personal attention. These are often included in the daily boxes. These documents can cover a vast range of topics, from a plea for intervention in a local issue to a detailed proposal for a new charity or a heartfelt letter on a matter of national importance. Historically, petitioning the monarch was one of the primary ways for subjects to seek justice or redress grievances. While that function has largely been superseded by democratic institutions, the tradition continues. Including these items in the box ensures that the king remains connected, in a small but direct way, to the concerns of the people he serves, providing a human counterpoint to the high-level statecraft that fills the rest of the pages. Number 2. The Honours System. The British Honours System, with its familiar array of knighthoods, damehoods, and other awards like the OBE and MBE, is another area that generates significant paperwork for the sovereign. As the fount of honour, all awards are given in the King's name. The twice-yearly honours lists, published at New Year and on the monarch's official birthday, are the culmination of a long and complex selection process. The final lists are presented to the King for his formal, personal approval. The documents he signs are the warrants for these appointments, the official instruments that confer the honour upon the recipient. This is more than just a rubber-stamping exercise. The monarch is known to take a keen interest in the lists, reviewing the citations and the contributions of the individuals being recognised. This ensures the integrity and prestige of the system. Each signature is a personal endorsement of a citizen's exceptional service to the nation, whether in arts, science, business or community work, reinforcing the Crown's role in celebrating national life and achievement. Number 1. The royal prerogative in practice. Ultimately, many of the documents King Charles signs are manifestations of a little understood but fundamental concept, the royal prerogative. These are the ancient powers, rights, and privileges that are unique to the crown. In modern times, most of these powers are exercised by government ministers on behalf of the monarch. However, the legal authority still flows from the crown, and the paperwork in the red boxes is the physical evidence of this constitutional reality. Powers such as the granting of pardons, the declaration of war, the signing of treaties, and the prorogation of Parliament are all technically prerogative powers. When the government decides to take such an action, an order in council or another formal instrument is prepared and placed in a red box for the king's signature. By signing, he is giving legal effect to his government's decision. While he acts on advice, his involvement is not optional. It is a constitutional necessity. These documents are the most profound in the box, as they represent the ghost of absolute monarchy, now tamed and harnessed to serve a democratic state. They are the weekly, tangible proof that in the British system, the elected government governs, but it does so through the ancient authority of the Crown. From the secret whispers of spies to the creation of laws that govern millions, the contents of the red box paint a complete and completely hidden picture of a nation. They represent a burden of knowledge and a duty of silence that is passed from one generation of monarch to the next. The papers connect the king not just to the present-day government, but to 1,000 years of history, where the sovereign's signature was the ultimate source of power. In a world of instant digital communication, this quiet, daily ritual of paper, ink and leather is a powerful anchor to the past, a symbol that the crown is not merely a spectator, but a central, albeit silent, component in the life of the nation. This continuous flow of information transforms the monarch from a mere figurehead into a living repository of state secrets and institutional memory. King Charles, like his mother before him, becomes a unique consultant to the fleeting governments that serve under him. So the next time you see an image of the king with that iconic red box, look closer. It is not just luggage. It is the weight of history, the responsibility of the present, and the secrets of the future, all locked inside. What do you believe is the most significant consequence of a single, unelected individual having access to this level of state secrecy? Does it provide valuable stability, or is it an undemocratic relic? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden workings of the monarchy, hitting the like button helps us uncover more stories like this. It tells us you value these detailed investigations into the corridors of power. And for more explorations into the secrets of history and institutions, make sure you're subscribed. We have a video coming up on the secret protocols for when a monarch dies that you won't want to miss. I'll see you in the next one.